And we continue to honor the legacy of Leah Chase tonight. Today she received more recognition, and this is something you'll see only on WWL-TV.
The National Black Chefs Association honored her with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Chefs from across the country planned to present the award before she passed away, and you could tell her family was very moved by the gesture of respect.
My mother would be surprised to see me with this. But I can't thank you enough on her behalf and on my entire family, the Chase family. We just can't thank everyone.
Mother Chase, as I will call her, is not here today.
Such a gracious family. Members of the Black Chefs Association hope that Mrs. Chase's legacy will continue to inspire. We are sure it will. The chefs are honoring Leah Chase for her professional work, and that's how so many of us know her.
But today her children shared some things about her private side. A number of family members came together to talk about Miss Chase's legacy. They say they plan to reopen the top floor of Dookie Chase's restaurant as a tribute to its role in the civil rights struggle. They also shared some personal stories.
The life she led is known by many people, but the private life she led for us as a mother is only known by us.
And what was it like growing up with Leah Chase?
Well, the life growing up with Leah Chase was very fun for us as children, because before she entered into the restaurant arena and began her life love of cooking and serving others, she was truly a great mom.
The family also outlined the memorial and funeral arrangements. Public viewing will take place this Saturday from 10 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon at Xavier University's Convocation Center. The funeral will be held Monday at St. Peter Claver Catholic Church in Treme. Visitation will begin at 8 o'clock with the rosary at 10:30, followed by a mass. Coming up later in this newscast, we'll have more on the passing of Leah Chase in Clancy's commentary.